Game 7, Hawks versus 76ers. And wow, this game left the basketball world speechless. We got to give it up to the Hawks. They're showing us that they are a true contending team. They're a balanced team. They do everything. They score in the paint, they score from mid-range, they score from three. They've got great defense. They've got good rim protection. They hustle, they fight hard, they never give up. Even if they're down, they're going to fight and come back in the game. And Trae Young, he has tremendous skills. He hasn't even been in the league that long, but yet he plays like a veteran. The only thing he needs to do is improve his efficiency. Joel Embiid throwing down a huge slam, firing up this crowd. But Trae Young, he has that deadly floater. In order to be a top point guard in this league, you need to hit the floater. You've got to be a true triple threat. And Herder, he had a career night, 27 points. And he had a lot of his success because I don't know what the Sixers were doing, but the matchups made no sense. They always had a shorter guy on Herder. And it's mainly because of Simmons. When they have Simmons in the game, they like to put him sometimes on Trae Young. But then that means that the point guard is going to have to guard either Gallinari or Bogdanovich or Herder. The Hawks took advantage of these lineups all night long. And it just shows you how much of a liability Ben Simmons is, because on offense, they're always going 4 versus 5. Like right there, Gallinari working on George Hill. That's too much of a mismatch. Here's a floater from Trae Young. You can't stop him. You can't stop his three. He might pull up from mid. He might go all the way for a layup. He might do the floater. The Sixers have to move on from Ben Simmons because he's getting worse. I've never seen a player get worse as their career goes on. He was better as a rookie than he is today. And what he did in this game was just unbelievable. The crowd couldn't believe their eyes when Ben Simmons passed up a wide open dunk. He only had 5 points tonight. Now he's scared to dunk. Look at that. And the reaction from Thibault is hilarious. He was forced to go up and do a crazy layup. He couldn't believe that Simmons passed him the ball. I mean, look at his face. He's like, oh my gosh. And Simmons is talking. Simmons shouldn't be talking. Simmons should dunk this ball. I mean, what is this? So now he's afraid to dunk and do layups. We know he's afraid to shoot, but now he won't even do a layup or a dunk. So they have to move on because you can't win a championship if your second best player is afraid to shoot and afraid to score. This is such a disappointing game 7. Joel Embiid, he had 31 points tonight, but it doesn't matter. If Simmons is not going to shoot, he's not going to score. They're going 4 versus 5 on the offensive end, and they just won't be able to win a championship this way. Gallinari with the clutch steal. It's amazing that the Sixers are still able to score when they're handicapped on offense with Ben Simmons. Now, the problem for the Sixers, Ben Simmons, his trade stock just went way down. So how do you get rid of him? How do you move him to another team when you know that he's scared to dunk when he's wide open? Who wants to trade for that? So let's see what they can do this offseason. They have to move on, though. Yo, James Harden literally went flying. He's flying over to his teammate for help. That is too funny. You got to blame Durant. He picked you to be on his team. You could have been on my team. Your ankles could have been safe.